All right, so welcome back to something new. We're just on the spell work business. I'm exposing what they call their spell work, okay? So you see, like they tried, like some people were trying some different kind of spell work some years ago, right? So you can use this as example, okay? So what they did was they put Amtrax in an envelope and they sent it to people. That's spell work, because if nobody tracked it, they would just be like, well, he just all of a sudden died. Now we're getting into it. You see when people put fentanyl on a Kleenex and put it in your car door? It's spell work, right? So, okay. Let's bring it back now to where some vicious, dirty people can understand. You see, when you go into court and lie on someone and say bad things that are not true, it's spell work. Now say it with me, people. Okay, you see, if you go somewhere, right, and you're there and you don't expect none of these people to know where you are, what's going, whatever, right? All of a sudden your enemy show up, right? So somebody called, seen where you are, called, and they showed up there. That's a form of spell work. So don't not go to abracadabra, zippity boppity boom. No. We're leveling them out today. Because these people, you see, when they get on the black web and they post you and they and say they want somebody to come by and kill you or rape you, right? It's a form of spell work, okay? You see, when they call somebody and tell them, oh, go inside her house now and rape her, she's sleeping, or tranquilize her and then drug her with roofie, right? It's spell work. So when I'm explaining that, I'm going to start to explain spell work to people so they don't think it's bibbly boppity boppity boom abracadabra. It's not, okay? You see these people that cover their wives. You know why? Because they know what they will do to a woman that is in a spaghetti top, tights, properly dressed, in the Western eyes, right? It's proper to us, but to them it's improper. So therefore, you know what they do? They go out and rape these women. They go out in the nighttime and attack these women, okay? So when you wake up and your vaginal areas feels like it's all used up, or it's all like, you know, and you're like, what the fuck? I took a shower, I went to bed, and I woke up and I'm like this. It's a form of spell work. Now listen to this. When they're talking about, oh, your spiritual husband, your spiritual this and spiritual this, I didn't know that people want to call rapists and put them in a spiritual bracket. It's just like, it's no, Joe Grind is the same thing. Joe Grind is something we know about Jamaica. Joe Grind comes to your house when your wife is gone to work. He sleeps with your mother, your daughter, and your wife, okay? So this is the type of thing that is happening here. Or it's just different. Their one is their folklore. Wee Willie Winky. Because all of them are wee willies because they cannot get a girl, okay? So what they do is they run up and down in the building day and night. Spell work, okay? What they do is they get the keys from the property manager, the code to get in the building, even from the security guards, because the most attacks you can get is while security is in the building. You remember I told you that, okay? Spell work. By giving somebody money to receive something. It's a form of bribery, or whatever it is, right? But to the demons, it is spell work. Well, I'm going to go and do some spell work and get the keys to get into the house when they're sleeping, right? It's spell work, right? But they want to know. Oops, child. to now put some thing to it. Anyway, I'll just show the top of my head, because these people, you understand, they will screenshot your picture, fix it up, and use it to open up, per se, a Bitcoin wallet account with your ID, your face, your this, your that, your that. Spell work. If they put cameras in your house because they want your information, because so we know that there's cameras in the house. We're not debating this anymore. This is not to be debated anymore. There's cameras in the houses, especially when they say studio apartments. That means it is a freaking studio. There's cameras in the house. Okay, fine. There's cameras in the house. Spell work. Okay, if you like me, I have a couple landlords to sue. I got things to do. I'm only frigging around here, because if I see me and my ex-boyfriend in a pornographic video, right, and I never made no porn with that guy, with any guy, you understand, it's spell work from the landlord, because only the landlord could have had like that, or they had cameras in the house, whoever supposedly put them there or built them in there or built the house or whatever, spell work. So if you want to say, like, some people are like, oh, this old lady, listen to me, see me, you'll only be lucky to be as beautiful as I. You will only be lucky to be as gracious as I. You will only be so lucky to be a beautiful soul like I. Sambo, libalip, together, and then no morals, you are definitely going to be struggling all the time. Your man will always be looking elsewhere, or you will always have to target somebody to bring somebody down to keep a man. Because once you're harridan, right? Like me, my husband died in 1999. If it wasn't for that, I saw my husband, right? We work it out because he would be my husband, right? And right now in my life, it's like I don't want a man. And even the last man that I was with 3 years ago wasn't my end all. So it couldn't be a man that I was gonna stay with for the rest of my life. It was somebody that, okay, you know, maybe we could make it, but right now we couldn't, right? And I went about my business. So I don't really give a shit if you want to drop off the earth tomorrow or not, right? Because we're done, right? As far as you know, so everything that he was doing was a form of spell work. Listen to this. If you feel, well, as I was feeling, I was pregnant, huge, and I was in Jamaica. The babies were rubbing on my to get out. I asked the doctor to help me before I left, but he wanted to play stupid. While I was there in Jamaica, I should have known, because I started to bleed the blood that after birth pregnancies, after birth bleeding. But because my stomach was still big, right? And they re-inseminated a baby. They put a baby back in my stomach. So me, with all that going on, I didn't realize that I gave birth. I must have gave birth in Jamaica. I'm saying that now because I'm saying hindsight is like, there was some sort of blood there. And then I was saying to myself, look, my God, I got to hurry up and get back. You know, and then it was a couple of days later that I was ready to leave. And then when I went to the corner store to pick up some more liquor, I saw these 2 young girls with 2 babies in their hand looking at me. But because I'm like, what are they looking at me for? You know, I was like, what's going on here? Anyways, I gotta go. I gotta catch my flight. And I left Jamaica. This is how many years later, and I'm figuring to myself, wait a minute. Did that man know that there was my kid? And he fucking got into it. He knew. But you see that thing? It was spell work. And because now I'm so held down and financially, I can't go back and check. I can check, but you know what I mean? I check to get information from the pig, but I can't. But now I'm thinking on all kind of levels I can get information, and that's where I'm going from now. But I'm just trying to explain to you that the spell work, you understand, is real. Okay? You see, if you go to bed, you're all good, and you wake up in the morning, somebody hit you on your foot because they're jealous because they can't dance like you. They're jealous. So what they do? Spell work. Some bitch with her big fucking pussy. Forgive me. Some dirty dog with her big crotches that is stretched out because she was, what do they call them? A groupie before she got marry somebody. Take her dirty foot and put inside of people's crotch while they're knocked out, while they have been drugged. Right? It's spell work. And she's a dirty dog. She's a dirty bitch. And for her, the recompense will be plenty. You understand? Everybody's going on like they're so smart. You see, I understand that they must have was selling me, right? And they send me all over the place after they knock me out. So I feel that they send me somewhere and somebody was beating me with a belt. Beating me for no reason. For no reason at all. And you know, like I said, their recompense, my friend, is going to be rough. Okay? Alright. Then there's some ugly one that take 100 plastic surgery. Right? Talking about she choking people and she fucking ugly. Before the plastic surgery, she's still ugly. Okay? Okay. Because like I said, don't care what you look like. If you're a harridan, you're a harridan. And to me, nobody can fool me in that kind of way. When I see you, I see you. I know you. Right? Then there's some idiots that want to sing about somebody else's crotch, promoting somebody else's crotch in their music. Well, don't play with it. Now, what kind of monkeys are these? These are another set of jackass, another set of spell work that they think is going to damage you. But the only thing, it just make you look at them like some piece of shit, which they originally are. But because they got some money for foaming at the mouth, right? That they feel like they're better than you. You understand? Now, these people, you understand, don't understand that every one of them can be put in a check. You understand? Every one of them can and will be put in check as they show themselves to me. Not no crooked way you are going to kick the neighbor in their face. That ain't going to work. You got to come to me, guy. Come to me on the sideways. Let me realize, are you coming for me? And I'll put you in your place. I got no time for these scallywags. You see, while I was pregnant, and then pregnant again, and then they put baby in there again, they got in here again, they ain't getting in here again, because if this girl is never going to sleep again, to keep the fucking rapists out of my life. So when these roaches or cocksuckers make their money, that's what I'm saying, when they take the money from the public and use it to target an individual because they're foaming at the mouth, their body is not proportioned properly, their men is looking for straight up regular crutches, you know, their man don't want them anymore, their man is on the internet watching somebody else, till they're looking like a fool on stage, the ugly ass, big ass shorts, try to butterfly, dingy flying, and they do all kind of things, they not money, they do all kind of things, and they think that's gonna hurt you. That just hurt them. Monkey. Stupid. You know what they say, monkey see, monkey do. Monkey! Go away. Go away. Go away. Monkey. Imagine, whole bunch of monkey want to act like these, and then to seal the case, Sambo, Libalip. Wanna come draw thing. You know, I already got the ugly one there on my back with her ugly crew. You understand? Sending people to pull my hair out and stuff. Another form of spell work. So if you're missing hair and this and this, you went to sleep like a whole head of hair, wake up and the front is missing. Spell work. Spell work. Okay? Spell work. Okay. If your thumb you can't move around your thumb and all of a sudden, and then some YouTuber comes on with their NC dirty, shitty videos and say, okay, your thumb is broken. Why don't you go to the doctor because they got it all set up for you there, right? Spell work. Spell work. They even pay the doctors. Form of spell work. They pay the, you know, people that work in certain offices that are supposed to deliver things to people, and because they see what it is, they want to keep it, and they keep it, and then they send to you spell work, right? So they put a mask on your face, drug you, shit in your mouth, shit in your face, throw stuff in your face, this and this, fucking stick stuff in your ears to make you deaf because you sing great or you look good or you not. Then they'll be like singing, oh, they want to cripple a bitch. This. Go cripple your mother because that's the only bitch that I know, okay? Because your stuff that you people are like this. She's a bitch. She's a whore. Why are you relating to this? Because your mother and your sister's a bitch and a whore. Your daughter's a bitch and a whore. So therefore, somebody comes to you and say, oh, she's a bitch and a whore. She eats shit. You'll be like, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because your mother, your daughter, your sister, your whole fucking family eat shit. And your whole family is whores. And your whole family is these things. So you relate to that. And you're one as well. So you're like, yeah, you're right. You know, she is. Because you are. You got that? You are. Because if somebody told me that about somebody, I would think twice. But because you and yours is a piece of shit, a whore, a dog, all kinds of things, you will think that on somebody else. Take care, good people. I will send out a video of love to the good people. And to the rest of you guys, they say when you throw a stone in a pig's pen, right? The one that gets hit is the one that cries. Bye.